with a player like Malbus as well, and so they finally joined forces, and I feel like you are seeing that sort of chemistry form so incredibly well. And then, of course, Rek, who's just an absolute stud when it comes to just putting him in any roles. He had a lot of shift-ups when Malbus joined the roster in terms of leaving the anchoring positions and kind of heading elsewhere. I love that he hasn't struggled at all in joining forces here in this roster, and he's just still picking up where he left off here, and that sort of consistency is not something you can get out of every player here. But starting things off on Vertigo, going to be rolling things out on M80's map pick here to kick this series off, and we'll see what they have in store for us.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tougher map here for Party Astronauts, but next map will be Nuke, courtesy of PA, and a Decider of Ancients. So we'll see where we land here if PA can force those thirds or keep this tidy, because it's going to be starting off with Viz back at the site, headshots, and an instant retake here from Party Astronauts. It's messy. It's all of a sudden a 1v1.
The trades feel the feed here. Rek looking to play off the clutch, though, trying to avoid 60 for now. But again, you brought in these two new players, Viz and 60, into the server to try and close out rounds like these. He's got a kit and some armor to back this one up here. Meanwhile, Rek, he has no armor, just his HP to work with, and a little bit of time to cook this round.
And he's just trying to toy with his opponent. Here, 60 gonna be left guessing. But Rek will walk onto this B side for free. I mean, you can already say in the pistol round it's mission accomplished when you get that bomb plant, but very much on here to complete this one. Of course, 60 does have the kit available to him, but Rek is going to push forward. This is going to come down to the duel, and, well, there's the spot. Rex faking the run back. Gonna swing again. No headshots landed either side. Rek now playing the headshot angle. 60 advancing, closing the distance. Now taking body shots down to 36. But then Rek will finally nail it, and 60 hits the dirt. M80 with the pistol.
Rek's so good at keeping his cool right there. Locking that pistol, just giving himself a little bit of extra time there to kind of catch off guard 60. Like you said, even just getting those numbers punched in is mission accomplished. He takes it one step forward to complete the mission. Ooh, we got Swisher with a little spin on the bomb there before he tosses it elsewhere. Not too bad. It's a full USB eco, as we know so often, though. No big surprises here. One flashbang. 4 players ready to roll off towards ramp off the back of that flash.
Yeah, I do kind of miss the CT force buy meta, but with just the risk of just being too devastating to afford in these MR12 games, you just see full USB ecos every single round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Vertigo is like the best eco or force buy map, but then like even on maps like Nuke and Ancient, where force buys I thought were a whole lot more effective, you're still seeing those full saves, right? So,
no one's aware of the Uber flank just yet. Someone's got to be prepared. These USPs start to deal damage. Swisher runs out of ammunition. It gets a little weird. It gets a little weird, but then, well, the barrels are pointed in the right direction, and Swisher's having a field day, so never mind all of that. But to your point, yeah, just the USP full ecos. Lucky that it actually does get any sort of effectiveness there, not getting farmed by the MAC-10, but you know, you don't get to see those too often. No MP9 Deagle shenanigans anymore.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was always a really fun thing. But again, you know, it does make a lot more sense. You gotta play 2 MR12 here, get those guns out as much as possible, and we've just seen that instant reaction come through from so many teams now. Make sure that they are getting those rifle rounds as much as humanly possible. Keep those weapons on out. For now, though, now it's looking to work up side hall, immediately dispatching of 6. He didn't have head Kevlar, so he just gets blasted by the Galileo. Quick headshot, quick opener. A bit of a solo play there from 60 as well, taking that sort of risk and immediately punished.
We're gonna have a little pop-up here from a
that's gonna get him.
Goes down to 1, and the nade chases him down, sends him flying. See you later. And already under some pressure here. Ben Lee, how is the molly not ticking at him right now? He's still able to stand and not quite cleared here. Swisher goes down easy. Some frags back and forth, but eventually Ben Lee overwhelmed. It's Viz in a 1v3. does get to play past the smoke, though. Oh, but he made noise. He made footsteps. And now they know. Now they very much know. He's fired off shots. And it just feels unwinnable from this position. No kit either. And he can't even get the frag. 3-0 start here for M80 on the T side.
Fantastic kickoff right there. M80 able to take full control of that ramp side of things. Party Astronauts maybe a little bit disjointed, but especially when you lose 60 that early, it becomes very difficult to hold the ramp. The HE's chased PwnAlone down, he goes down, and there was a decent little fight back from PA with a little crossfire with the side hull and elevated positions, but M80 still able to overwhelm and overcome some of that pressure there with relative ease. That's a good sign for M80. But I think PA coming through here maybe formulate a little bit more unity in this play. Was that a deagle shot there?
Yeah, he just 1D'd the offer.
What? I saw the flashbang and I didn't really see the kill in the kill feed, but that's sick.
I mean, give it at the Viz. I mean, he's definitely a player with, you know, precise aim. He has the ability to take over games.
I mean, again,
like, there is a reason that Party Astronauts just kind of gravitate towards him. He fits well with the personalities of this team, and he gets the shots. And there's other weird things, like 60 pushing down bottom ramp, getting a kill, and 99 onto Manx.
That's quite nice right there. Swisher, he's looking to try and find this kill, but 60 doing such a good job of buying time. Wow. Another kill rolls on out. He's going to peek the upper. Maybe a bit of an overheat, but at this point, it does feel like the mission could be complete here. 1 HP for Manx, and luckily for Rek, he has 100, so he's going to have to do all the heavy lifting here. One big kill on the Pwn, but there's so much more on this corner.
Oh, but he hits the shot. That's huge. Oh, but he can't escape Viz. It's 1v2 here for Rek. Very winnable, but now that Viz picks up an off, it is trouble. Flash forward. Try and knock him off the angle. He stares right into it. Rek knows where his opponent is. He has an isolated 1v1. He just charges in towards the connector. Now 20 seconds remain. This is going to jump right into his arms, though. Rek now 15 seconds. He has to go to the B site. He has to go to the B site. And all that Ben Lee is going to do is maybe try to hide, wait for the plant. Rek sprinting forward. But Ben Lee playing off the site. Charging forward. It's going to be the kill. No! Just off millimeters. And Party Astronauts will pick up the full eco.
I mean, as smart as it gets from Rek right there, Ben Lee 1 step ahead by not dying. Really appreciate that play. He doesn't overcommit on the swing. He kind of gives it a little fake right there. And again, very, very cerebral from Rek in that clutch attempt. I can't believe he was able to actually manage that time perfectly to where he could have feasibly gotten a bomb plant right there and force him out of that position. That's very well played, but again, Ben Lee 1 step quicker. That's massive clutch from him, and that's exactly what PA need to lift things off. Facilitated by 60 on the 5-7, just doing excellent work.
A little boost action. Oh, does Rek see him?
Oh my god.
Oh no, he does not. Chop drops down. Ben Lee, though, is able to answer on a Rek, and that's going to be a quick 3 versus 5. Not a problem.
I think Swisher has been spotted here by Viz. He's going to have to find some sort of entry here. Meanwhile, his 2 teammates trying to work up the ramp side of things. He's going to actually bail. Right now, this sort of off angle from 60, it's usually good for a single kill. Even if he gets traded, you can kind of afford a 1-for-1 in this sort of situation. But you do have to get your 1-for-1.
I mean, it is versus mobs. If there's anyone I trust to just hit the wide swing and get the kill, it's this man here. And a very exposed angle. But, you know, surely he gets this one here. Surely, right? He does not. It's Malbs who does hit him with the wide swing. Drops him. PwnAlone in trouble, though. He's ran down by slaxz. And guess who you just gave it off?
Uh-oh. Man himself. And they can get a post plan in here. Swisher not committing to the bomb play, but he'll have time to on the second attempt. There he goes. Punching in the numbers, but he needs coverage for the retreat.
slaxz nails the shot. The headshot on a Ben Lee. And Swisher follows up too. It's a 1v1. Fritz, welcome to NA. Can he bring a clutch effort here for M80? He can't. He misses the first shot. Viz given an opportunity, but without a kit. Jiggle peek, though, is perfect here from slaxz. He knows what Viz has to do. He scopes up. Viz round the side, but another missed shot out of slaxz. Viz gives him a greeting. Second round for Party Astronauts.
Whew. Viz chasing him down right there, able to connect. slaxz going for those fast flicks right there. But not able to connect right there. I wouldn't say that those sort of fast flicks are a specialty of his either, but so good with the tripwire shots, as we saw from that headshot angle he was holding in the first kill he found. Viz able to deliver an important round. PA, a little bit of a collapse from them. It started to fall apart there quickly, but they're able to remanufacture some success. They got a couple of good clutches to lift off on the CT side. That is necessary. They're going to need rounds like those to get their foothold, but now they need to start converting a little bit cleaner onto some of these situations, and if they can do that, they'll be setting themselves up for success in map 1. Their opponent's map pick, M80 coming through, taking into Vertigo. Excited about the prospect.
Oh, what a baller call here. But there's also a boost to back this up. Good net results. 60. The angle. I mean, knowing Mob certainly checks this. As they're also running. Oh, this is a huge problem. This is a massive problem here. They're just gonna get cooked on the site. There's no kills. There's no reaction. It's too slow to fall off the boost, and this is just a save.
Yeah, has to be. They lost that ground a little too quickly, right? In doing so, just have to immediately bail out of this round here. M80 way too quick on that play right there. Take a lot of risk initially by walking through the smoke. You would be hard-pressed to believe they were willing to do that, and then follow that risk up by just instantly burning it in towards that A side. You know, not even getting those left and right smokes down that are very typical, just a little bit of execution, a flash play there, and hoping to catch them exactly where they stood right there, PA. That is great preparation from M80 coming through. Understanding that the game plan here from PA could be a bit consistent.
So here we go. M80 able to bounce back. And you see some mishaps from the Party Astronauts. And M80 able to simply convert. Still showing themselves to be very deadly, even these low man situations. As they should. PwnAlone still with the saved off. Top of ramp. Oh, he gets a spot, an arm on Mobs. But nothing gives. No kills, but it is Chop out here in the back lines. He's pushed all the way through middle. You have Bentley and T-Spawn too.
Might not execution sent his way. And he still finds one a second as well. That's amazing anchoring right there coming through from Viz. The trades do come through eventually, but he's put his team in a man advantage situation.
The problem is that was 2 rifles holding down the site. The remainder is a USP. Bentley drops the bomb. Back to back full ecos here from Party Astronauts. That is unbelievable. Just a couple of save rifles, Mobs. Needs to find Bentley, but Bentley will find him. Unbelievable. These ecos working out for PA.
Saving them so much worry here on this CT side, giving them so much grace. Another big eco, man. But Viz, this is exactly why they called him up, for that sort of experience here. When we talked about Spec, I felt like a lot of times we would hint at, oh, him just playing really tough roles. He had really hard positions and maybe wasn't able to thrive 100% of the time because of that hero. I mean, again, Viz is just going to be anchoring on a lot of these sites here, playing the tough bomb sites, and that's the sort of delivery he's going to be able to bring to the table here for this team. That's exactly why they brought him into the server here. It's that instant experience. He's able to show exactly what he's made of.
Like, I respect Party Astronauts for trying to develop Grizz, Spec, and bring him up to snuff here in North American Counter-Strike, but sometimes you need results, and results is what they're getting right now, early on here on Vertigo.
100%. Giving themselves a lot of grace by winning these ecos. That has to feel like a big confidence builder. Look at this mid play though. Going on out here. Little flash setup. Binley needs to get that molly on off if he wants to help out in the collapse.
Oh, this flick somehow. And Wreck out middle. What is going on here? He just ran through the whole defense. This guy's a machine. Ooh. He's drawing the attention of the entire team his way. Now PwnAlone, his turn to shine. He needs to hold on, or else Wreck, whatever he does, will be completely worth it. Bomb plant going down. It's a little bit of a fake, a little bit of hesitation, but slaxz won't hesitate to take the rest of the team with them. Manx and him putting it together. M80 to 5.
Wow, that is sick right there, man. Again, Rack doing excellent work. 10-3 right now for him. Lurking out towards mid on a bit of a solo mission. Able to break them apart. He had that setup, though, coming through from Manx. So a two-pronged approach right there. Rolling on out towards that A side. So much distraction was rolling on off there towards middle. And so much success, really. That PA couldn't fortify that A-bomb site in time either. Biz, early Molotov here. He's rocking the deagle. He's willing to take these fights. Look at the confidence coming through from him. He's already won out on an op duel. He can surely take down an AK around that corner.
Oh, but a little aggression here. 60, but sideswiped by the rest of M80. I think 60 kind of has this ethos of being just a wildly aggressive player here in North America. You know, I guess you could say predictably unpredictable, but effortlessly taken down there by slaxz.
Good coverage right there, dealing with the CT aggression. Is that a molly for the boost? Not quite. Shot has a chance to find some nice shots here. Swisher needs a trade. He will find it, crucially so. That's one rifle taken down. Pwn wields the other. And able to take this space on towards this A side here, while distracting them back towards mid once again. M80 consistently using that mid-prong of approach there to their benefit here, but there's still multiple members that they have to correct through on this A side. They're looking to re-aggress towards ramp as well.
Yeah, but this angle's very awkward here. PwnAlone moving between the angles on the site. Manx has got the coverage, though. Prepared. Benley, armorless. No good. Biz gonna step forward, but get deleted. First bulleted by Mobs. And that makes 6. This gets out of hand quickly. Despite 2 eco victory here from Party Astronauts, they're still very much down.
Let's talk about the communication and coordination in M80 right there. You can see it in the way that Malbs and Manx are playing side all together. They're prepared for a little swing as Manx. So once Malbs has his crosser on the wrong location, Pwn played it really well to try and overcome the odds and find himself a freebie. But Manx has Malbs back right there walking up. And again, that's incredible coordination. A team who's, again, mentioned and said that that's going to be a huge priority of this roster, is just making sure that the communication is clear, that there's not a lot of mistakes when you build into these international rosters, when you call for a couple of European players to come on into the action here. For the communication is going to be key here, and it looks like they've nailed that down very well.
We have a potential for an eco farm here. Of course, these USPs somehow getting more damage downrange than you normally expect, but now finally cleaned up as they should. Bentley will drop Swisher, but nothing more to give here. 7 rounds to M80. Of course, this is Party Astronauts, like, objectively poorest map in their pool. And yeah, I mean, it's despite even the unlikely round victories, the USP ecos just backed up by a couple of saved rifles. They're still down 4 rounds.
Finding themselves in a bit of a tough one here. This is interesting. Maybe looking to build some success, but like you said, this is kind of a clear punish pick on PA. When it comes to the success they've been able to deliver, they have called in again 2 very good names to try and join up, but this map has been very difficult. Last time these 2 teams met, this map was played out versus PA with Spec and Grizz, and it was 13-2, so, you know, looking to get some success back. But yeah, Rex is just devastating them in the middle. So little resources this round, and he just finds the entry. Same for Malbs. He's been finding so many entries on this A side as well. This is very scary.
It's just the value per player. Like, no resources are being invested in either Rec nor Mouse, but you've seen multiple rounds where they've just run up and taken over these sites. These two aggressive riflers for M80 are absolutely locking down.
Just think about the dream of Manx calling right now. What does he even have to do in this sort of situation? These are kind of just solo plays here that they're making, and then you have a 5v3 at the start of the round.
Oh, no, the clear isn't there for Viz. Benleet's going to step down up top. It's an awkward angle. Benleet wins it, but now he's being closed in by the rest of M80. They're here to avenge Swisher. And Benleet's putting in work. Hold on. There's one, but you just can't handle 3 mad fraggers. You can handle 2. And that's it. 60, I mean, at this stage of the game, you're starting to go down so far in rounds. Just give it a whirl. Let's see what you got. But can't even pass the first test, and that's the IGL. Rec was ready to refrag. But there's 8-3 so far here for M80.
When it comes to the riflers here on this team, man, you just got a plethora of tools. Rec is absolutely stunning when it comes to the talent. Swisher, I mean, again, people have been highlighting him for so very long. Was a big question in the off season, you know, potential before maybe a Liege was coming into the mix there for Complexity, who's going to be filling these spots, and I think a lot of people were hoping that he would be in some form or fashion a part of this build up in the off season and in this NA shuffle. Has found his home with familiar players here on M80. And it's good to see that organizational support for him as well. I absolutely love that. Valves as well. I mean, dude, this team has a lot of potential here. Really looking forward to seeing how they play fully vetted in with slaxz. This roster is definitely my favorite to make it to Atlanta.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun way to end the year for this team.
Yeah, I know. Like, just a completely new project in August. And slowly on the upward trajectory. Early, you know, it's tough to impress sometimes. But I think now we're getting closer and closer to the full arsenal M80 have to work with. There's just some disgusting shots coming through here from Party Astronauts, though, that are making this game close.
Get them on the eco here, and they all of a sudden just kick it into gear. Rec spamming the wall right there. Maybe looking for, I don't even know.
I don't know what you can fish for there.
Yeah, trying for something. Not quite sure. This is a little bit of a tough territory to stand in here for M80. But their A-side entries have been a bit sharp, so maybe they can make it work for another time here. Manx is actually getting loud about this as well, so giving him that early warning that this play is going to be heading in towards A. The big shift up in the setup here just yet not coming through. PwnAlone playing passive with the MP9.
Ugh, that's just so awful. You'd have to think.
He has an HE, though.
HE easily finishes off Rec here if he tries to plant that bomb. I think he's just toast.
Should do it.
Right? There you go.
Oh, just
no bomb plant there as well. So someone else is going to have to pick up the mantle and do the tough work.
Someone already up side hall.
Oh, man. 60 activating on the flank. And yeah, Manx completely unprepared. 2 versus 5. But maybe slaxz can turn it around. He needs to nail these shots, though. And he's running out of room to do so. Another flick missed here. slaxz not really able to find his groove. It doesn't matter, though. M80, they're up 8-4 right now. They are still in quite the comfortable position. Party Astronauts, in these desperation rounds, they won 3 of them. At least they cut that deficit down to 4. We'll be back after a short one.
This is how I see you. When you hide your feels from me, why you heavy-hearted? Cut the silence talk to me. Release your mind, get what you need. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. For the better. The weather changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 Where the rhythm never ends.
Yeah, Party Astronauts with 3 eco victories, but they can only make 4 CT side rounds out of it. It is quite the uphill battle, despite even the fortune that has favored this squad. Oh, there's a whole lot more in store. I'm by John McCall, Hector McHenry. M80, however, starting this 4-man mid-play as the rest of Party Astronauts head up the A side. A little bit of yin-yang on Vertigo.
I'm gonna walk in for free. But they have a fast flank. I think they heard this flank, though. Yeah, they're very loud about it, so everyone's watching now.
Ooh, but the USPs have the advantage in terms of the long-range fights, and 4 players make it 5. Vaporize in an instant. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say.
They just hit their shots so quickly right there. I thought that it was going to work out perfectly for PA. I think they made a little bit of noise dropping off the ladder there, so everyone from Party Astronauts is like, oh, well, we should probably deal with this flank first before we take the site, right? But in doing so, they gave them the long-range angles that they were dreaming of. And it ends up working in their favor. A bit of a shock right there. I thought PA had the perfect read, but not meant to be. And the pain train continues here. It's on to another full eco. 1 deagle for 60. It's about all the tools they have.
Yeah, and versus Augs. Yeah. Well, can just meet the laser beam. You're not getting a second chance to fire a shot there. Got the deagle. The mantle gets picked up. PwnAlone. He's just next in line. slaxz doesn't need to do any opping. This is fine enough.
As long as he has a telescope, he's good. Doesn't matter. Little zoom in action. You know he's gonna be sharp. They can't even pick up the deagle, unfortunately for them.
What's your opinion on the AUG so far in CS2?
I never use it. I never really bothered to learn the spray pattern, so it's never good in my hands.
I've been
and I'm more of an opper anyways, so
yeah,
if I ever want to zoom in, I'll just buy the op.
Well, what if you can't buy the op, Cole? Then what are you buying a scout? No. Well, what if you want a scope and you can't buy the op? But you have enough to buy the AUG.
I'll just buy an A1S. I don't ever want to scope that bad, you know what I mean?
Like, I'd put a magnifying glass on your monitor.
I'm the classic NA opper of I only op if I need to. You know, kind of like a secondary primary op, you know what I mean?
I'm a noted crutch opper, so
oh, flash setup.
Alright. That doesn't blind anyone. Oh, but you don't need to be blind. A flying MP9 will do.
It's so hard to hit that running gun right there, man. Rec chasing Chop down. This guy operating on maximum confidence. 16-5 for him so far. And he's just played a hell of a first half.
You know, I tell it as a joke to my teammates. Just say, just run. They just move and run and shoot. They can't hit you. But
it's true.
It's pretty real. It's true.
Real. It's a tough B hold coming up for Swisher. Ooh, he only lands a
just
dink.
as the smoke blooms. Yeah, he gets a dink, but not enough. Oh, but it's Manx instead. 60 though. Dude. Oh goodness! What a spray transfer. Keep his team in this round. There's a flank developing, however. We'll see what slaxz can do. He needs to stay alive. He needs to buy time for Mobs here on the play, but it is slaxz putting in work. One over the smoke, but Mobs eventually falls. slaxz in some trouble without a kit. But spot 60. Now he's in it.
Picked up a kit.
He hasn't been able to do it with the op, but now he can do it with the AUG. Going around the corner. Close angle. Watch the shoulder. Toying with the line, but Pwn is able to hit it. Denies the clutch here from the import. And it's 5 to PA.
It's needed right there from Pwn to close that round out. Fantastic work in a tough situation there. Hunted in, closed in on. slaxz played that incredibly well, dancing behind that smoke. Using it to full effect right there. Prepared for 60's antics, but that spray transfer from 60 was... It seemed impossible how quick it was. That downward flick he just landed to immediately follow up there and find the double is incredible. And that is exactly the sort of mechanics that you hope from him here. A little bit of an awkward flash, but at least 60 gets the trade back there. That's massive. A 1-for-1 answered. He does have to retreat on that space, but easy to shake that off there. A little bit of an awkward exchange there for Pwn early, but again, relief is found instantly.
I think it's Swisher. This angle typically gets cleared. Oh, it doesn't have cleared. It costs 3 players. Party astronauts. That's gonna sting.
Oh, that is devastating right there. Swisher, he gets his revenge. He was frustrated with that first round. Not finding himself too much success there on the B site. And then in the follow-up, gets 3 this time. It's not just a dink this time. Didn't clear your corners fully. That is a tough way to go out in this one. It's just a 1v4 for Chop. Might be able to chop up this first duel. His back is turned. Freezing to Manx. Okay. Should have it. There it is.
Yeah. There you go. And 11 rounds to M80. That Swisher 3K. It's not like you can even say, wow, what a huge play from Swisher. Yeah, he got the 3K at the end of the day, but I mean, it's been mishaps here from Party Astronauts. Just not well drilled enough. I mean, I've already mentioned it. Worst map in their pool.
Yeah. I guess barring Anubis.
Which they don't play.
Locked in a ban first here on. Yeah, that was a bit concerning here, but again, they've had some good moments on ecos that have been really impressive, so at least you got that going for you here. I also want to add, it's interesting to see Swisher playing towards the B site right now. That's not something that I fully expected. I mean, he's always been such a beast on the ramp with ATK, but not playing there right now. Instead, it's now playing on this A side.
Maybe to give slaxz more room to maneuver, of course, because now you have a real mobile, versatile offer. And we've seen slaxz take a lot of these A-side positions like he is in right now, but 17 HP for him. A little bit tough. Oh, no. Hold on. Pretty happy with the Tech 9. Could make this interesting as well as slaxz eventually goes down to 5 HP as well. Chop drops Manx. Again, possible now. Chop! These 2 kills, the P250 is working out. He needs a 4K to keep his teammates in this game, and he does! Chop, what a round!
You had no armor. No armor in that round. It's another eco that they managed to win here.
4 of them!
Astronauts, get them on pistols. And they will deliver in stride. My god. That's a bit unbelievable right there, but Chop with 4 kills will pull them across the line in that round. Another pause coming out here. This is a big eco territory and a little bit of a avenue back into this game, in which I didn't really expect. I did not think it was going to roll out like that. That was going to be the round that they close out on, but what a shock.
Yeah, you need to cool the jets a little bit after that one here for M80. That is just an unbelievable sequence. I mean, it's a testament to the fact that Party Astronauts are capable individuals. The fact that they can win all of the ecos. They can hit the shots. And my goodness, that's a highlight and a half from Chop. Yeah, you mentioned just armorless. A single shot hits, and he's not hitting the headshot.
Disrupted, yeah, instantly. Just P250 in hand, man. $300 for him spent in that round, and he manages to find 4 kills versus the rifles. And some of those were the full HP bars, so just wild scenes right there from Chop. Timeout called here from M80, but it's not going to lead to success in this round, or at least it shouldn't.
But of course there's a multikill, because that's always a great investment.
True.
Ooh. Oh, and Swisher, well, not using the deagle. Normally calling it good for one. But 5-7's good to take all of that B stairs control and corral the Party Astronauts. We're towards the A site. 4 players await. But of course, it could just be a shooting gallery. We'll see. First kill the way of slaxz, but Bentley with nades in hand. AKs could even be retrieved. They have been retrieved. It's a 2v3.
And this lurk here, flanked out on Pwn, very calm, cool, ready to adjust. And I think Swisher, his footsteps were heard, so Pwn called it over. Now an avenue back away, but Pwn able to step up here late. Needed those kills. One more to find. It's up to Rek to close this one out, but he's the right man for the job as he drops Pwn finally.
And he spots the last as well. He has bomb control. Do M80 recognize this? Rek going for the swings. Realizes he might have a rifle for retrieval. He does. Versus the AK. Chop, though. Wow. Precise. Rek not giving a chance. And that is going to be 7 rounds to PA, but lots of damage from M80.
Fantastic work right there. And doing some damage. I'd be happy with the fact that you killed 4, because you only need 2 rounds to finish the job. If you win this one, your money is going to be close to leveled here. You can see that Bentley is the only one with money left in reserve here, and he just spent a lot of that on utility, so... Gotta do it with a couple of Mosses, though. Rek and Swisher lacking in the firepower just slightly. Both on that B side. And Swisher adjusting into this position. Malps at one point playing there quite often.
Very patient round here out of Party Astronauts, only now silently taking control here of B stairs. Bentley poking and prodding. Just now the jiggle peek from Swisher spots the whole execute. Maybe it's a little too late. We'll see. Rek struggling with the FAMAS, but eventually hones it in. It's a 3 for 2 as Manx will cap off the man advantage here for M80 and put some hesitation in PA.
What time right there with those 2 players. 2 FAMASes, and they get themselves 3 essential kills there with Manx having a freebie with his back turned. That's massive stuff coming through on the B site defense, but they need 2 more. There's a big gap in the smoke that Manx can work off of as well. No flashes.
Yeah. This is the first angle he clears. See you later.
God.
Not sure if that was even pre-fire or if he even saw anything. But it's very telegraphed once that smoke is up. 60, Chop, still ready to go. Between the smokes, he spots out slaxz. He sees him. And he's going to push forward. Mobs jumping right down onto him. And no trade. They know where slaxz is, surely, right? They know he's behind the smoke. 60 and Chop looking to lock it in, but a flick there from slaxz. Can he make do? Can we finally get a clutch here out of slaxz? He's been gooshed up on 24 HP. He hears the fallback and he gets 60 through the wall. Chases down the kill. You will not escape. And the import hunts him down. slaxz with the defuse and the clutch.
Oh my god, he tried to run away to buy time right there, but in doing so, he just drops into the headshot. slaxz will hunt him down. Doesn't matter if he can't see him, doesn't matter if he doesn't have vision. Could get you right through that wall right there, and again, that devastates PA here. That's going to put them on to limitations on the purchase here, as the damage that was done in that eco from M80 was so impactful. And slaxz, like you said, finally pulling a clutch across the line. Had a chance just a couple rounds prior. to do that same very clutch, that same very 1v2 from a very similar position as well. But this time he gets away with it.
I mean, this guy's supposed to be an AWPer, but I think I've seen him do everything with the rifles this map. And he's still sitting near top of the server alongside Rek. Really crazy stuff. I mean, you're bringing along slaxz, you know, superstar, German AWPer. And he's doing it all with the rifles. And eventually, it's nice to see him finally land his clutch. He's had an opportunity to bring down 2 of them. But 3 times the charm. 3rd time's the charm. I can't even get my cliches right, man. Maybe today isn't my day.
Certainly M80's day, though, right now. They've gone through so much turmoil in terms of losing so many ecos and are coming out with a 12-7 scoreline here. Chance to close, but they still have to do it versus the pistols and some Galils in the mix there as well. 4 players towards mid, but this is a good setup.
He'll be overwhelmed quickly. First, second, not quite there. Instead, it's from Chop. The follow-up here from Swisher, the FAMAS, not the weapon for the job. Here's another challenger, though. Malbs gonna swing through the smoke. He can't deliver either. Every challenge beaten there by the pack of party astronauts. And this is going to be a T-side round. Might to go through an M80. Have to wait another day to close this game out.
Nicely done right there. I mean, one by one, they all fall down. The only coordination there I felt like was really between the 2 MP9s, but that's just not enough firepower to crack through some of the rifle work right there coming through from Chop, who's turned this half around very effectively. Good to see that sort of resiliency roll on out here.
slaxz could be in some trouble as well. Definitely needs this op this next round.
Terrorists win.
It's going to be tough without these guns. A coordinated effort here. Oh, okay. slaxz keeps that AWP in play. It's the only gun for M80. Party astronauts are going to start closing down the gap, and the loss bonus has not built up at all. Like, this is realistic. This is MR12. The CT money breaks once, and all of a sudden, we're in touching distance.
Yeah, just 4 rounds here. That's not all that much for PA to get in a row. They've got to start it off against 4 USPs and just a slaxz op to worry about. That's it. So you got to try to peek over towards side. All nice molly thrown out there to avoid that presence. And they will avoid the op entirely if they just head in towards this B side. 3 USPs, but that's all that they have to deal with.
Yeah, it's 3 people, but at the end of the day, it is just USP. Very susceptible to anything, like just 20 damage taken by Manx from that nade. He will play the close angle, and he simply gets clear, but hold on! Maybe just a little bit extra. Rek, still inside of the site. He finishes off what he started. If slaxz can get on the scene, maybe there's a chance. Rek just needs to hold out for as long as possible.
Oh, it's a flank.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Malbs. Catching them out, the tracers, the silencers. Not telling them exactly where they are. But slaxz couldn't deliver on his front. Malbs does scoop up an A1S at least, though. Still staying lethal with these rifles. Hits him with the jiggle peek. It's going to be good. Malbs looking for it. Jiggle peek there on the Pwn as well. He's off to the A side, but Malbs given a chance. Or maybe not. Pwn trying to play with his opponent. Malbs, though. You think he suspects? You think he checks as he doesn't? Just as he takes out his knife. PwnAlone has got it. He scoops up that op and gets the round for PA.
PwnAlone, man. Too smart right there. He's going to wait for Malbs to walk into his angle with his knife out. Unlosable for him. And as his reward finds that slaxz op back in his hands here. Money is still a little bit rocky on the side of M80, so it's another half-buy situation this time around. Double digits could be lining up here for PA. An opportunity to grab that and run.
Oh, uh-oh. But it's Mr. Good for One. Swisher takes the deagle. It's not usually he works with the deagle blaze. But a deagle's a deagle.
60. Rather, yeah, 60 looking to test that too much, but does play very passive here, so he doesn't have to worry about getting taken down to the boost if he's down here just yet. But as they walk up the ramp here, they're going to have to make sure that they clear. Now, in the meantime, though, more so B-centric here. As Swisher goes for the repeat, he will be eliminated quickly.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. I think he was playing anti-flash on the swing. He waited for the flash, went for the peek, and, well, promptly got deleted.
They're going to walk back over to A side here. 45 seconds left. Not the most time in the world to walk into a stack here. 4 pistols are now joining forces on this A side here.
Let's see this. I mean, Banks, slaxz, perfect timing, perhaps. Chop, burst. Not the second, however, but Amalv, hold on. He's got a deagle. He's got a dream. But nothing more than that. Very close again on these eco rounds. M80 taking back-to-back full ecos to try and get their economy settled. But that lets Party Astronauts get the 10.
Right now, right here, this is their opportunity to capitalize on this round, and then it would be coasting to the finish line, because there would be, what, 3,400 on the loss bonus? You'd have yourself maybe some MP9s in the mix, maybe some FAMASs. This is your golden chance right now to take it into OT. Party Astronauts making M80 work. They've won so many ecos to get to this point, and they're going to find the first. Pwn will eliminate slaxz in the early stages. Showing that NA, they can do it too. Party Astronauts taking to the brink.
Talent. That's my 30-year-old talent versus the import. Yeah, he kind of has a club. PwnAlone
right there. We need to get the Steam tags back in CS2. 30-year-old talent strikes in the server early here, and now they're going to walk into a pretty free and clear A site. Manx now wielding the op, though.
But he could get outflanked very quickly here by these players running up A ramp. Malbs does get on the scene in time. Thanks. Oh, he's hit this flick, though, and now especially as Malbs falls, Manx in serious trouble. He can't even get a kill. This is a save. This is going to go to every round of regulation somehow here for PA.
All 24, baby. That's what we're going to be seeing here. They manufacture so much success right now. Swisher and Rack have to save. At least they'll be wielding some weapons. There's a little bit of money to hunt. If you're heading into this last round, you probably want to send your rifles in a bit aggressive. What do you have to lose at the end of the day? And that's exactly what they're doing. Look at them close in right now on their location. They have to buy a lot of time. Swisher's going to have to reveal his position early. Does lock in two, but he drops. That's what the important thing. That Chop lands that trade.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many bodies they throw at it. As long as they get the kill, that is everything. Up close, Wreck falls too. And it is devastation to the M80 economy. They're working with pots and pans, skillets and spatulas here for this last round of regulation.
I mean, last time here, PA, just a couple weeks ago, it was 13-2. Blasted out. Not a chance on Vertigo. They bring in 2 veteran players here, 60 and Viz, and they immediately are able to have an incredibly close game, if not even close this. They have an opportunity to take it into OT right here, right now, by brute forcing their way through. So many ecos converted, capitalizing on some of M80's mishaps here, and it's just now one step away, one round away.
But it's crazy enough, M80 have dealt the most damage on these kind of wild, unorthodox rounds. Are they going to finally convert one of these? 2 MP9s holding on the middle. A high-low setup versus Bentley and Chop. Chop starting this one at 66 as well. It does not get easy. It's a quick 2-for-1. PwnAlone scooting forward with the ops. Strafing. Trying to pick up the next kill, pick up the slack, while Swisher here on the site, though, goes unchecked, and it might be the MP9s to do it here for M80.
Oh, this would be the worst way to go out right now at the final hurdle, but the Tech-9 could bail. Pwn out, he finds a big one. But that's just a single kill. He's running towards that A side, but there's still a player here waiting.
Oh, 15 HP, he's dead. The Deagle headshot from Malbs enough. 60 sprinting up the ramp. He eats a bit of nade chip damage. Well, maybe looking to finish the job, and he does. He Y-swings with the deagle, and that is what's going to do it here for M80. Comeback effort stifled. So many force buy rounds there from Party Astronauts, and M80 were still able to hold on.
Well, yeah, I mean, they finished with a force buy of their own, giving them a taste of their own medicine towards the tail end.